I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll come
Do the
back.
thing.
I'll come back.
If you call
I'll
her
come
Julie with like a
back.
hard J,
I'll
I'm gonna punch you, Enigma. That is not her
No, I
name.
said Julie, not Julie.
Wow. Now
No,
you're talking
no,
about
Julie.
Jews? Fuck you.
No, not enough about Julie.
5, 4, 3, 2, World War II. Hello and welcome to the Barcast, where the bar gets lower every single week. Your bartenders for this evening are the lovely Anon Pencil.
I didn't know we were live when I made that joke. My apologies.
Bats go
E.
Enigmatic Otaku.
Oh, we're doing alphabetical order. Okay, that's why I'm deaf in one ear now.
Flamin' Milk.
Don't say ladies and gentlemen. Address everyone as cunts.
Milk.
That was a thing.
And my yeast is rising. This week we have a very special guest. You may not hear them, but I trust that they are a silent whisper.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You know, I'm going to get so many questions about my username.
It's true. It
It
is
is.
going to be a very auditory ASMR even cast.
Oh, God.
Yep.
And welcome
For
to
those
the
who haven't
Barcast.
For
Stop.
those who haven't tuned in before, hello and welcome. I'm going to speed through this as quick as I can. We're a brony MLP community-oriented podcast where you invite the guests, we politely ask them on. You ask them the questions, we make them miserable for 2 hours. If you want to catch up on previous episodes, check us out on places like Google Play, iTunes, and other places you digest your podcast-related material. Oh yeah, Spotify, that place too. SoundCloud. We're also streaming live on Twitch right now, which means that we interact with the chat. Anon Pencil is watching the chat. Anon Pencil, what do we not ask our guests?
We don't ask the guys personal questions like, where exactly do you live? What's your job? What's your social security number? What do you look like as a baby? What are your parents' maiden names? You know, things that could, get passwords or doxed. Also, we're just not going to be assholes to this guest. And if you are, I'm going to ban you. I mean, we're going to be assholes. You're not. You know how it works at this point. But also, we're going to play a little game with you. We're going to have a drinking word. Breeze, how does the drinking word work?
Pony, 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 pony,
No,
pony.
how does
If
it
you
work?
have
No, honey, how does it work?
Oh, right. Whenever I say the word pony, please have a nice, healthy, responsible drink. We don't want to send someone to the hospital. Again, that's generally bad form. Please drink responsibly. Also, let's get drunk!
Please don't.
And all that, all I heard was that I can't share my child Sona, which is me if I was a child.
No one cares about your child Sona, Enigma. We're gonna move.
Wait, what? I'm gonna
Where did this go? What?
Child Sona. You realize this is some pedo bait, and you deserve to burn in
No,
hell.
it's me. It's me. It's me if I was a kid.
Do you refer to yourself as a kid, as a child, Soda? Are you?
Okay! As much as I love lambasting Enigma, we have a job to do.
I know.
We have
Let's
a guest.
Get to our guest, please.
Let's get to our guest. The guest is important today. We're going to ask some very basic introductory questions before we throw you to the wolves. So let's start basic for everyone who may not know who you are. Let's introduce you. Who are you and what do you do in the fandom?
I am Silent Whisper. I write fan fiction in the fandom. I believe I've also voiced a few things for other projects, but I am primarily a fanfic author.
Very cool. What sort of projects may we ask? Just maybe we've heard your voice somewhere before.
I've done a few minor voices for a couple of East Court projects. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Oh yeah, we've worked with East Court before.
Oh, good. If you remember, gosh, gotta look it up. Wasn't Confessions of a Wasteland Pony? It was the other one. The Terminal Secrets, the final episodes.
Yeah.
You remember the one that murdered a kid?
Yeah.
That was me.
I love murdering kids. Our next question. Our next question is, how did you get into MLP?
A friend of mine, who was currently into it, introduced me to the show. I watched it and fell in love. And yeah, it's not an interesting story. It's not like, well, I was dying and I had a vision and the vision was Pony. But, you know.
That would
I
be
mean,
the greatest story, to be fair.
honestly,
It would.
I like the mundane stories because it shows that you don't need to have some like giant crisis of faith to enjoy My Little Pony. You can just look at it and be like, oh, that's nice, and enjoy it.
They're very shaped. They have good colors.
I mean, 70 years in the future, when I'm on my deathbed and I see my life flash before my eyes, all I'm just gonna see is just a bunch of ponies, and I'll be like, God, I was based. And then that's when I flatline.
There are worse ways to go, I think.
Oh yeah, the whole wife and kids things was good too. That was fine. All right, up next, what do you consider to be your favorite part of the fandom? The online community, the fanfics, cons, the music. Long and short, what keeps you here?
The sheer creativity of some of the people I've met. I write a lot of fanfiction. I do speed writes with a group, and just some of the crazy ideas that they come up with. It never fails to inspire me.
Very cool. Is that the quill? There's so many
Yeah.
speed right areas
Yeah,
these days.
it's the
Quills and
Sofa and
Sofas.
Quills group. Yeah.
Ah, very awesome. They're great. They're a great group of people. I've got a few wins over there myself, dusting off the
Yeah, I know.
shoulders here.
You've beaten me, yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rub it in.
Oh no, it's okay. I don't mind.
Don't worry. You're probably better than me.
Eh,
Oh.
Well, if you
Oh.
two are done sucking each other's
sometimes.
dicks.
Yeah, all I heard was you beat me, and then oh no, I'm rubbing it in.
Not what I meant, but sure.
All right. Next question is if there's one thing you could say to your followers or fans or any particular friends you'd like to shout out, who would that be or what would it be?
I always forget that I have fans. No, it's just a weird thought. It's like I got a message from you guys. Hey, you want to be on Barcast? And I think I sent a Tangled gift to Milk. I'm sorry. It was the "Who are you and how did you find me?" Because
we're creepy like that. I guess, yeah.
a shout out to my girlfriends. I know at least one is not listening in. But to all the people at Quills and Sofas, and if any of them are bothering to listen in, which if they are, hi, I'm sorry. You guys are wonderful. And for anyone who's been reading my new 2 fics that I've put up, thank you. I've been working on them for 3.5 years.
Very cool. Which ones? What stories were they? Maybe ask.
They are Children of the Sun and Lover of the Moon. They're sister stories, so they're telling the same story but from different sides.
Oh wow!
I'm very proud of them. I update 1 chapter per week, alternating between the 2.
Very cool. That's definitely one that we'll have to add to our group as recommended reading. It sounds really fascinating. Next question that we've got is a little more philosophical. This question hasn't aged super well because it says the show's over. We've got this generation 4 is completed. The lightning in the bottle of this generation's kind of wrapped up, and we've got this new G5 movie. A lot of people are liking it, but it's going to be hard to believe that we're going to have this new swell of new blood coming in, essentially, from the movie. Not the same way G4 did. So where do we as a community go from here to keep ourselves alive and thriving?
Honestly, I think just doing the exact same thing that we've been doing has been working pretty well. Even when the show ended, you still saw a pretty decent influx of fan fiction, different trends within it, different art still being created. The music scene seems to have died off a little bit, but it's still around. I wasn't worried about the fandom dying, and I'm certainly not with the rise of G5. Though, unpopular opinion, I didn't really like the movie a lot. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't great.
Yeah,
To me,
I think that's fair.
personally.
It was like season 1 of MLP, I guess.
Yeah. I'm sure it will turn into something great, but it's not what I expected, which is fair. and I'll be interested to see where it goes. But I don't think there's anything specific the fandom needs to do to keep alive. I mean, for goodness sakes. What is it? Lord of the Rings, the Silmarillion, apparently. Like Lord of the Rings, the Silmarillion has a massive fandom, and they're
It's
still
true.
active. And that book has been out for how long now?
A very, very long time.
A long time, and it's hard to read. And if people are still writing fanfic and drawing pictures for that, we're fine.
100%. That was released in 1977, so it is over 40 years old.
Wow.
Is it really that recent?
Yep. But all right. Now then, last but not least, before we throw you to the wolves, we got one final hard question. I don't know if you're ready. Here it comes. Who is best pony?
Oh gosh, I should have thought of this beforehand.
This will follow you.
Yeah, I know. Acellus, I'm gonna say.
Wow. That is a smart decision. I approve of Acellus.
Because she's adorable.
She really is. And she can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
I'd
there
rather
there
her be
there are a lot of
herself.
directions you can go with a character, and yeah,
Yeah.
thought it was. And she's got good colors, which is a silly thing to say, but she just does. She looks like a
She
ladybug.
100%. A love bug.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now then, we've got a bunch of questions out in our thread on film fiction. Let's start with RK Striker JK5. He's at the top of the list, and that's how orders work. Number 1. What is your favorite non-MLP franchise?
That changes constantly, but at the moment it's She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Hey,
I,
that's a good show.
It's amazing.
I haven't had the chance to enjoy. If you had to just like suggest it to someone and give that elevator pitch, like here's why you should watch it, what would it be?
It's very good in its LGBTQ representation. It's a continuation of and a reimagining of the old She-Ra franchise, but you don't need to know anything about it to be able to watch this show. It's got sci-fi, a great look at relationships, the classic lovers to enemies to lovers again, and there's a communist horse.
I love a good
Or
communism.
if I were to sell it to you in one sentence, Priest, is you would find yourself simping for a cat girl.
It's true. He would.
Yeah.
I mean, I already do with HoloLive, so. Okayu, I miss you. Number 2. Have you ever done any fan-related works for a non-MLP franchise?
That would be a solid no. I haven't yet. Someday, maybe, but I haven't yet.
Someday.
And if I were to do one, it would probably be Portal 2. Because that was my childhood.
Portal's a pretty great choice.
100%. I mean, and Wheatley is a great character. GLaDOS,
Oh, fuck you. I fucking love GLaDOS.
GLaDOS is thick, man.
GLaDOS is a lesbian awakening, okay?
100%.
She is pretty great.
I did like her as a potato. Number 3. Are you careless with your silent whispers?
I knew that was coming. I can't
You can't escape
escape
that.
that
That's
song.
happening.
It's a fantastic song, but I can't escape it.
It just hits you like wham, and it's there. Also, oh no, I am right. George Michael was a part of Ram.
But the answer is sure, because I'm so used to the question or variations of the question now. Are you careless? You know that's only half of my username, right?
It's true. It's not very silent. They should take that question and just be silent about it.
Indeed.
Indeed. Lofty Withers is up next. Number 1. What are your thoughts? I don't know what this question's about, and I'm scared. Should I skip this question? Is this a good question?
The incident that transpired this week.
I can't even narrow it down. I can't even narrow it down. This
I mean,
has been wild.
if that means like, oh, I spilled milk on my cat and my cat hates me, that's great. Like, that's
wish I
a
had a
great.
cat. I think that was one of the examples for questions not to ask, so naturally Lofty asked it. Thanks, Waffle.
Good.
Thanks,
Thanks, Lofty.
Thanks, Lofty. I appreciate it. You just gave me a heart attack. I'm just gonna move the number 2. We had our little moment. Who are you and what have you done with my friend?
I've always been your friend, Lofty, and I always will be. You're stuck with me, whether you like it or not.
Aww.
Why did I imagine that coming out of a Chucky doll?
Because, well, that's not important right now.
Number 3. Do you like waffles?
Yes, I like waffles. My girlfriend and I I have 2, so I say my girlfriend, like people with multiple sisters say my sister. They just expect you to magically know which one they're talking about. Wouldn't hold any relevance for you guys since you don't know them, but my
As
girlfriend and I
poly,
had.
I understand. I understand.
Yes.
Hey, no, like
Yes.
we're poly friendly here. High five,
Excellent.
pencil.
High five.
Excellent. But yes, I like waffles. My girlfriend and I have come up with an idea to make a restaurant called Everything is Waffles, where everything we serve has been put through the waffle maker.
Oh.
Some ideas were good, like meatloaf waffle, I feel like could be a thing.
Yeah.
I think she's vetoed my idea of what's it called? Beef Wellington, but as a waffle. I think she's vetoed that since neither of us are positive that's possible, but my god, I want to try it.
It seems hard to pull off, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Tot waffle is real, though.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Oh, I said yes.
Oh, okay. It sounded like nuh-uh. I'm like, what? Tot waffle is totally a thing.
But that's already a thing.
That's fair.
She saw on a cooking show a mac and cheese waffle, where someone cooked mac and cheese in a waffle maker.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't do it. It doesn't work. It will not be pleasant. Your waffle maker will have problems. I speak from experience. Don't.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Do it with potatoes instead.
But I want mac and cheese waffle.
I know, but it won't be mac and cheese waffle. It will not come out as mac and cheese waffle. It will not. It will not do as you please. Like
well, you gotta. Did you put a binder in it when you did it?
They're gonna do it anyway.
I followed the.
Of course, I'm gonna do it anyway.
I followed all the instructions. I did my best. Like I tried it again with better cooking spray. It didn't help. Like
this is just that SpongeBob meme.
It doesn't hold together no matter what you do. It's just a giant mess of mush, and it doesn't taste like mac and cheese. It just tastes like mush.
Do you want to see me try to make a mac and cheese waffle? Want to see me do it again?
Just don't do it, man.
Riddle of Lightning in the chat, who we haven't seen in a while. Hi, Riddle. Asks, are you a top or bottom waffle?
I have no idea what this is asking.
Like, well, so when you put the waffle in the waffle maker, are you the top of the waffle or the bottom of the waffle?
I took it as when you stack 2 waffles and pour syrup on them like they do at a restaurant, are you the top waffle or the bottom waffle?
Oh.
I was trying to figure out maybe you put the topping on the top or the bottom waffle, and then I was a little confused about why you'd put it on the bottom, but you know.
I mean, maybe put it in the middle for like waffle sandwich.
I mean, if you got 2 waffles,
wouldn't the bottom waffle collect all the moisture?
No, the bottom waffle provides structure. They are the core and foundation of the waffle stack. And the top waffle looks great, but ends up mushy and just kind of like exhausted by topping.
It's the aesthetic waffle, okay?
Yes,
it sacrifices
100%.
itself for looking good for your photo and nothing else.
When I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be talking about the waffle hierarchy, but okay.
Well, I mean, you don't have waffles often enough for it to matter, Enigma, because your parents don't love you.
Bottom waffles rise up!
These onions of syrup.
And now
I think we have 100% exhausted waffle-based jokes.
I do not agree, but we should move on anyway.
Okay. The Glim Master is up next.
Stop waffling around.
Fuck you.
Also hasn't been here in a while. Man, it's great to have all these people back. We love you. We actually do care about our listeners.
I mean,
Most of you.
yeah.
Okay, number 1. What words would you like to whisper to someone?
Depends on who that someone is.
That's fair. I was also expecting none because of the silent whisper.
I've
please
heard it all before. Accidentally. I'm pretty sure this is a question later on, but I'll just answer it now. When people ask me how did I get my username, it's when I was a kid, I had an OC that was it was right around. I made her right around the time that the first Starlight Glimmer episode came out with the village, and I was like, well, what if Starlight Glimmer had a sister whose cutie mark was the equal sign? Ooh, edgy backstory. And I
Not
named
gonna
her
lie, I'd
Silent
read it.
Echo. And then when I was creating an account, I misremembered the name of the character. So it became Silent Whisper, and I'm stuck with it now.
That's actually kind of beautiful and adorable in its own way. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I actually really agree. That's really kind of great.
I'm a monument to my own hubris.
So are we. Welcome to the club. Now then, number 2. How do you make the worst pony become the best pony?
By putting them in a situation where they have to react in a way that they wouldn't normally react.
Well, now let's discuss, because this is a serious question that breaks friendships. Who is worst pony? I see I have rendered people
Zephyr
silent.
Breeze, and I say that with love because I love that he exists as a character, but he is the worst.
He's actually really the worst. I was ready to debate with you, but I don't think I can with that one.
I love writing him as a character because I've met so many people like him in my life, as I'm sure most people have.
Wait,
Yeah.
when did we meet?
Are you saying you like
Jokes.
Zephyr Breeze? Okay.
Jokes.
Hysterical.
Jokes.
That's
Hello,
jokes.
police. People are talking about me, and I don't like it.
Yeah, are you telling me your hair is as good as Zephyr Breeze's?
It's not even close. I shaved my
Well,
head so I
right-
don't have
well-
to deal with that.
Yeah.
Right now, I got compliments on my haircut recently, so I'm feeling pretty cute.
Were the compliments, wow, you don't look like shit this time?
I'm not gonna comment.
That's a yes.
I mean, if you're presentable enough for the DMV, that is an improvement for you. Now then, number 3. How does a silent scream sounds like?
Usually not entirely silent since it's still like you're still exhaling during it, but
That's actually really fair. Like when I'm screaming inside my brain, usually there's some side of like disappointed exhale.
I imagine a silent scream would be more like the Fluttershy scream she gave off in that one episode.
Just a little.
Yeah. Or like a kind of like a sort of a squeak where you can't even bring like yourself to scream and make a noise, but you're still like something's happening there.
I could see that. I could absolutely see that.
I don't know.
You know what I do know?
What do you know?
The next question is, what superpower would you like to have?
The ability to affect probability.
That's an interesting one. I don't think we've had that one before.
That is based, and I've been waiting for someone to say that.
That is some Danganronpa 2 shit.
What? Yep. Okay. So, since Flam is excited, Flam, would you like to ask for further details on this?
I think I already know what the further details are. Because it's honestly the best. It's the best fucking. It's the best. It's the Miata. It's the Miata of superpowers. What's the probability that $1 million is gonna land right at my feet? Make that 1. Hell yeah! Suddenly it's here. Hell yeah!
Even if you only had the opportunity, like obviously that's just overpowered as heck. But even if you only had the opportunity to shift it slightly, like within 5%.
Yeah, make it 5%.
5 or
and
10%.
like a
5 or 10%
millionaire
shift.
accidentally runs me over with his car and says, "Hey, I know you're not bruised, but here's $1 million to keep it quiet." And I'll be like, "Okay, sure."
Because
There you go.
if you constantly increase something by 5%, and you constantly increase like positive events that are unlikely by 5%, that's still a 1 in 20 chance that it's going to happen, right? Eventually, hopefully, you'll get a lucky break. And this is what I've been telling myself for years. No such luck, but maybe that is my superpower, and it just hasn't happened yet.
I mean,
wish
that could
you
be your
luck, though.
superpower, and you're just chronically unlucky.
You're
Oh,
right.
The combo of like, here's a superpower, but you can't fucking use it.
Monkey's bullshit.
Now, here's the red button question. Like, you get that power, but the drawback is fill in the gap here. What is the drawback?
Are you asking what?
The next question is number
I
5.
I don't understand what you're asking. Are you saying what's the trade-off? Like some equivalent
Yes.
exchange bullshit?
Yes.
We're doing the ultimate. There is no equivalent exchange, Enigma. Like, you just get to have one superpower. This is your superpower. Enjoy.
Okay, but if you increase something by 5, if you increase the likelihood of something by 5%, it decreases something else's likelihood by 5%, and you don't know what that is.
I mean, if
There you
it
go.
decreases
That's
my
the trade-off.
it could decrease my likelihood of cancer. Like, I'm just putting that out there.
But it could
But I
decrease
mean-
your likelihood of getting a raise, so you never know.
I mean, maybe I'm happy with my job. Jeez.
I mean, if you just raise someone's possibility of being struck by lightning by 5%, you basically killed that person. You just need to give enough time.
If that's the only thing you're increasing, yeah. If my probability of being struck by lightning increased by 5%, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like sweat it at all. I would not give a shit. And
It's
also,
not that high of a probability.
But like
also,
over a lifetime.
no. And fun fucking fact, Priest, most people survive being struck by lightning. The vast majority do.
And if you look at the scars, those are probably the most badass scars I think I've ever seen.
Oh, yes, they're so metal. Have you fucking seen them?
And there was also a study that people struck by lightning for some reason have better math skills afterward.
Yeah, like there's some weird shit that happens.
I kind of want to be struck by lightning now to get superpowers.
It's almost like when
seems
you
like a
overload
real
the body
thing.
with that
That
much
is
fucking energy, something happens to the brain.
That's 100% how you get your supervillain.
But
Like,
no, like Priest,
your
I'm
arch
about to
enemy.
I'm gonna ruin Priest's life really quick. Behind the counter.
Really quick.
Yeah, real quick. I'm gonna ruin his life real quick. Here is a scar caused by being struck by lightning.
It's not the first time that she's ruined my life. Oh my god, that's amazing!
I know, right?
I want this!
It looks like frost, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking genuinely amazing. Like,
Imagine standing in an open field in the storm and someone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's like, "I'm trying to get a really cool tat." Like,
that's my new metal band name.
Trying to get my fix.
Lightning scar.
Everybody will just call you Harry
Lightning
Potter for
Scar.
short.
Oh, that's gonna be my new OC name.
No, that people are just gonna think you're Harry Potter, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this actually. you just made the best name and ruined it in the. We're moving to the next question. I hate everything. Number 5. During your life, did you sit down on your chair and ask yourself, "Why do I like this colorful equins?"
I have a chair. No. On my chair. That sounds very specific. Like I have the chair, and unfortunately, the answer is yes, I do. But why do I like the horses? Yes, I've sat down many a times. Usually, when my parents would ask me, "So why are you into this and not into something normal?" And the answer is, "'Cause pony be pretty."
Wow.
And I didn't know it at the time, but I might be. I was definitely a little bit more than a little bit gay at the time. So
And just a tiny bit, like kind of like little bit, right?
the sort of gay where justifying, I don't have a crush on my friends. I just like her a lot and want to be around her all the time.
Yes, okay. I had dreams when I was fairly young where I had dreams about girls, and it was like celebrities, and I was like, yeah, I have dreams where they're my best friend and we hold hands and we hug for like a long time. That means I really want to be friends with these people. Now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, I'm bisexual. Got it.
They're roommates.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
They were best friends.
Sappho and her friend.
That is my
Gal
favorite
pals.
subreddit.
Just gals being pals.
God, I love it. Anyway.
No. Okay, number 6. Oh no, what is it this time? This is usually when he references a meme and I don't get it for like 4 weeks and he finally makes it obvious. Okay. Number 6. A very angry person goes to a social media and posts a video. On the video, he talks about the popularity of a certain meme and how that annoys him. He claims that everywhere he goes, he sees the meme getting references every time. He pleads that everyone should cease the meme, losing his mind at the end of the video. What meme made the guy upset?
To be fair, I have no idea what this is referencing either.
Girl same. Or person same. Did I say girl same to everyone? Just so you know, I apologize.
I don't care.
Oh.
Milk knows. Milk say it. Milk just pipe up and say it. Push the milk. Tell us. Unmute and tell us immediately.
I don't know what the name of the meme is, but the dude literally loses his shit over fucking sus. He cannot stand the word sus.
Amogus.
Amogus.
Pegasus!
Oh,
I didn't hate that. Like I don't know. I played the game and I'm terrible at it. To the point where I got my girlfriend told us I got my girlfriend kicked off the spaceship because I declared her as the bad guy because it was the one round where she hadn't, admittedly correctly, proclaimed that I was the bad guy.
It's true. We have several videos of us playing Among Us. I really like the game unironically, and I don't remember what the context was, but I just pissed off Pencil. I think it was because I was saying that you were lying. Like, you are lying.
and and I was so fucking angry. It literally hit a point where I was just going, no, fucking kill me. I fucking dare you. I fucking kill me. And he did. And then I got mad at him for it.
Rip.
Anyway.
Alex
reminiscing.
Alex underscore is up next. First, he starts with nice. Number 1. Who is your favorite character in the new movie?
Wow, they actually wrote something?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I can only see the nice on my end.
If you refresh it, it will give you.
Yeah. People like to sneak questions in under the radar.
Top secret questions. Favorite character in the new movie was absolutely Zip. The one character I actually adored. I would kiss her. I think I'm gay a little. Wow.
I would give Zip a hug, 100%.
I mean, Flam knows what pony I'm the gayest for in the new
Well,
movie.
obviously, I just want to be best friends with her. I'll just hold her hand and we'll hug for a long time.
Yeah, and it'll be friendship and only friendship.
There you go.
Who is the pony I wanted to have
the
sex
best
with?
roommates ever.
Jesus.
I think you wanted to bang the queen, the Pegasus queen.
I did not. I absolutely did not. No.
No, Freeze, not you.
No, not the queen. The other one, the princess that wasn't on social media.
Pip.
I don't remember her name. Pip.
The one who sells her bathwater and has her OnlyFans.
No,
Yeah.
No. The one not on social media.
The one that Flam and I want to bang.
Yes, I want in on this. Foursome. Let's go.
No, bro. We talked about it. Flam and I have to fight over her to the death. We've already discussed what's happening.
Can I record it?
Yeah, man.
Okay, then I'm involved.
Oh my god.
All right. Number 2. What is the best time of the year?
Autumn. Except
Agreed.
autumn anywhere but where I live.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I live in Phoenix.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, no.
So July in Phoenix is over 118 degrees Fahrenheit on average is the high, around there, for the entire month of July.
I mean, people just die.
And it's just now dipped around the 90s at the moment. So I'm currently dying, and I desperately miss actually being able to have leaves that change color, because there are cacti here. If you like cacti, I miss trees so much, you guys.
I have family where you are, and they are very lovely. and I don't know how they stand the heat. They're just
I
like,
hate it
oh
here.
yes, it's stay inside and sit in the bathtub season. I'm like,
It
that's
is.
fair.
It is 100% stay inside and sit in the bathtub, and regret your life choices for like 3 or 4 months out of the year.
I
Yeah,
get
no.
I get frustrated at 97-degree weather. I do not want to be that hot. I mean,
There's
props
a
on
point.
you, Silent, for being
I hate
that
it.
hot.
I hate it so
But
much.
Stop
It's a
calling our guests
curse.
hot. God.
No.
I mean, I don't mind. Keep stoking my ego. Go ahead. But there's a point where it's just step outside and it's an oven, and then you go back inside and you rethink your life a little bit.
Yeah. I've been there. Even not outside. Number 3. Do you have any moderately spooky stories? Not too spooky, though. It's only the first week of October.
When I first moved into the house, we thought it was haunted.
Ooh. What made you think that?
Because doors kept opening and closing by themselves.
The proper spook, the old-fashioned spook. I
The
can
old-fashioned
appreciate those
spook.
things.
Turns out
Yeah.
it's the air conditioning and the air pressure, and my door isn't perfectly, lined up, so it'll just randomly open and shut in the middle of the night, and it still does this. But some of the other rooms do it too. Whenever the air conditioner goes on and off.
I would still blame it on ghosts. I'm just gonna put that out there. I would still 100%
I mean, we do,
be
yeah.
like, yeah. I would
We
name
do,
the
yeah,
I
and we
would
saw
name it.
we had like 6 dead birds appear in the yard under the course of a week when we first moved in,
Oh,
which was fun.
That's serious shit, actually.
Yeah.
that sounds actually a little bit frightening. Like, if nothing else, I know that my mother, if she'd done that, would have lost her shit. Just going like, yeah, she studies birds, so she probably would have been fucking losing her mind.
I was just mildly baffled. Just like, huh, that's a thing. Oh, there's another one. Wow. That's odd, huh? Gonna go to work
Still,
now.
a ghost is more preferable to the rape dwarf that Priest Flam had in his event.
Excuse me. Would you like to change the topic of conversation?
What shit are you talking? Okay, you know what? I'll bite. Flam, you have a dwarf in your bathroom?
I have no idea what he's talking about, though I know he's trying to reference the rape dwarf meme from 4chan.
Why are you trying to reference that?
We're moving on
You
because
should
your
be
joke is not funny.
ashamed.
Number 4. What is an unusual sandwich filling that is actually very nice? I mean, I'd usually go to bananas.
Depends on what you put bananas with, but how unusual is that? You could do banana and honey and peanut butter, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's really common. Add marshmallow fluff in there, and it's actually something that people have names for on the East Coast, man.
Sauerkraut?
That's not weird. That's German.
Yeah. I mean, Germans are weird, but that's fine.
German food is delicious, though.
I know.
Fathomably based.
Brussels sprouts.
How dare you? How absolutely dare
Raw
you?
Brussels
my
sprouts.
But
Raw
I
Brussels
know,
sprouts. They're
I've
crunchy.
never considered vegetables with ice cream.
They smell like, oh my god, they smell like farts and boogers. Like, how?
They do, but they taste good.
No, they taste like farts and boogers.
They're healthy for you. Eat your greens.
How much ass have you eaten, Pencil?
I've eaten no ass. I don't eat ass. That's one of the lines I draw for myself. I
And how do
genuinely
you
don't
know what
eat
farts
ass.
taste like?
It's true, I've tried.
Hey, no, if someone farts into the air, you taste that shit, whether you want to or not. And you know that's true, Rav. You've
I
been in a
know.
room when Priest has done this to us as a group. Did you forget?
That's true. That's
So
why
you're
I
like
don't get to eat ice cream anymore.
You're specifically saying it's one person's farts that smell like this.
It's my
I mean,
farts.
there's been other farts too, but like that, I'm just using that as an example because we all know. We've all, but like the Barcast has all experienced this specific incident. God, it just Brussels sprouts. Okay, fine. Oh.
All right, up next is the Red Parade, which is asking, tell us about Soldiers of the Moon, Lovers of the Moon. That is what they wrote.
Yeah, so Lovers of the Moon, I mentioned Lover of the Moon is one of the two fics I've been working on lately. Soldier of the Moon was the prequel that my good friend Zontan, great writer, hysterical, he's my bestie, wrote for the fic and has published recently onto FinFic. Let's see if I can pull it up. It's about Rarity's past and when she joined the war with the love of her life, who you and I both know is Nightmare Moon. So, but Lover of the Moon's, the premise is 1,000 years ago, when Nightmare Moon and Celestia first fought. The elements of harmony, well, this is only spoilers for chapters 1 and 2 of both fics. The elements of harmony banished all of Equestria to the moon instead of Nightmare Moon. Except for the ponies living in Canterlot at the time, everyone else was banished to the moon. They don't know they've been banished to the moon. And the stories take place describing what happens on Equestria and what happens on the moon.
Interesting. I'm glad your viewer here gave us a chance, gave you a chance to talk more about this.
Red is a good dude.
Red Parade's amazing.
Good dude. Number 2. Who's your favorite background pony and why is it Fiddlesticks?
I don't know how to respond to this one, and Red knows I don't know how to respond to this one. Thanks a lot, Red. I like Fiddlesticks because Red Parade writes Fiddlesticks wonderfully. I believe he's the reason that that tag is on FinFiction at all. And he pairs her with Lightning Dust a lot, and it's wonderful. My actual favorite background pony is the one with the Discord throwing a tea party for Fluttershy? You know that pink pony in the tea shop? That's my favorite background pony. I think she has a name. It might be Jasmine Leaf. It might be something like that. That one's my favorite because I like the colors.
I remember her. I really she was like this dark purple with a light mane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
liked
She
her.
had a name. I believe it was Jasmine Leaf.
It was something like
I'm
that.
pretty sure it was. I'm gonna do a quick check. Yep, Jasmine Leaf.
Yeah, pretty good background pony, if I do say so myself. Second only to Fiddlesticks, apparently. Didn't know I didn't get a choice in this, but you know what? I'll accept it.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of porn. Yep, lots of porn of her. Good to know.
Wait, there is porn? Please send.
There's quite a bit.
I need it for science.
If
Number
there
3.
exists, there is porn of it.
Of course.
You guys, they know.
I do.
They know.
What is
I
the
started
story?
writing in Clop. Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
You are among friends. You are among disturbing friends.
Sometimes you have to get their attention and then have their interest.
I actually just got more interested in writing safer work stuff after a while than not safer work. Because not safer work, it's repetitive to write, you know?
It really is.
It
There's
can
only-
be, agreed.
It also depends.
There's only so many ways you can write the same action.
It depends the corner that you carve yourself out. Because, for example, like me writing Clop is completely different than pencil writing Clop.
Okay, consensus. Is what I write Clop or is it just upsetting?
Well, are we talking about Broken Love or are we talking about your other stuff?
That's the one thing I write seriously, and Flam already coined the term tearjerker for it, so. I'm at the other stuff that I don't think it counts as Clop. There's sex in it. I don't think I could. I mean, unless. I mean, milk will
It
fast.
does and it doesn't. It does and it doesn't.
It's Clop for milk, so I count it as Clop.
Fair enough. But most people, it just makes them want to vomit. So, like, I don't know if that counts.
Please explode my testicles harder.
Yep.
All right. Number 3. What's a story you think doesn't get enough attention?
For me or in general?
In general.
That's a
Make sure
long
not to
list.
belittle. Don't make sure not to belittle yourself here.
I mean, if we're going with my fics, I wrote a fic about called "The Spider's Domain," where a pony turns into a villain to kidnap heroes, to give them a chance to be rescued, which was, and to see if the one that they love so much would ever rescue them, which was a very weird fic that didn't receive a lot of attention, but the people who read it mostly liked it. I think I've got some chronic down voters, but that happens.
Doesn't. It's fine.
But let me think. Zontan wrote a good one called, was it Wings of Ascension? It was something like that. Wings of Ascendance?
That
Let me look.
sounds right. I try to keep tabs
It was.
on all the right.
I can't spell it. Ascendance. I can't spell it all actually. It was Wings of Ascension. It was very good. He wrote 3 chapters of it and then he stopped because not enough people liked it, which I'm angry about because I liked it, and it's just not fair. And Mushroom Pone wrote a really good Applejack and Rarity ship fic that just blew me away. Called, let me pull that called The Haunting of Carousel Boutique, and it was a romance horror fic.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm genuinely interested. Like that actually sounds.
Interesting.
Romance horror is not 2 words I've heard like combined together very often, so I'm very.
Yeah, but I don't know. They made it. They made me want more, so I recommend that one.
Well, yes.
And I could go on all day about my friends' fics that deserve more attention, but I believe this show has a time limit. So.
That's fair. That's fair. But with that in mind, up next, the final question from Red Parade is: how did you get to be so epic?
Well, let's see. The definition of an epic, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is a long narrative poem in elevated style recounting the deeds of a legendary or historical hero. I don't know if I'm a legendary or historical hero, so clearly, I'm a poem.
I mean, I think that's quite a compliment. Like,
which is, yeah, it's also a very non-binary mood. So, sure, that's my gender today, I guess.
What am I today? A free-form poem. Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
My English major senses love this.
I'm going to go as far as to say that if you've been interviewed by the Barcast, you are an epic.
Wow, that's arrogant as fuck. Holy God.
No, not that we're epic.
Wow. No, like,
but our
been
guests
interviewed
are
by the
epic.
podcast? You must be pretty epic. Ooh, because you have to be epic if you're in. Jesus Christ, have we fallen so far? I've ruined Reese. Again.
Are you
back? Are you back, honey?
I'm back.
Okay.
I was trying to compliment our guests.
You complimented us.
I did not. The next set of questions are from Snowquill. Number 1. What is your favorite kind of story to read or write?
See, my favorite kind of stories to read are, depending on my mood, horror or something, I don't know, something artistic that hasn't been done before. My favorite stories to write are sci-fi and more sci-fi. And AUs. Did I say right twice? Okay, the first one was supposed to be read.
I mean, you can say right twice. I think that is fair.
Okay. I'm not even drinking alcohol. This is tea.
Hey, you know what? What kind of tea? I'm gonna judge you a little bit. What kind of tea?
Okay, Fireside Vanilla Spice. It's an herbal tea.
Actually sounds
It's
quite lovely.
spiced
All right.
vanilla. It's pretty good.
I will give gentle approval to this. No worries.
Gentle approval.
Gentle approval.
Instead of
It's like
aggressive
hesitant approval.
I mean, it's better than like me turning up in my like nose and going Lipton.
I
Don't worry
would
about it.
not. I would never.
Okay, good. As long as we're on that same page.
Sometimes all you can
Lipton's
afford is
fucking
Lipton.
gross.
Lipton doesn't even qualify as tea. It's just it's like
Flavor crystals.
boringness in a bag, okay?
It's hot leaf juice. It is proper hot leaf juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, mixed with a little aspartame, and you got yourself the recipe for a headache.
Mm.
Speaking of headaches, do you have any plans to write any non-MLP fiction?
Again, not at the moment. Someday I might. It would probably be Portal 2. Because while the fandom is, well, not entirely dead, but kind of hanging out in the background, I'm dreaming of Portal 2 Episode 1 personally, but you know. It was still a bunch of my childhood, so. And gave me a love for sci fi and robots and a lot of other things.
It seems like a comfy group to write for.
Not a big fandom, but there are probably people out there who still like it, who'd still be willing to go, yeah, okay, I'll read that.
Now then we have a set of questions from Muggany. And of course, I would be absolutely terrible if I didn't ask my lovely co-hosts, other hosts. Flam, do you want to ask them?
Sure, if my
There-
fucking
There is a
thing would stop
question that
blacking out.
there's a very important question that you like. These seem like your questions. So
I'm a little bit concerned
You're
about
calling
these.
you're calling Mugany's questions my questions.
you'll,
That's
I said you'll see. There's a few of them.
It's official. You're asking
you
all
would have-
Muggany's questions from now on.
You would have answers to these questions, whereas other people would not. That's all I'm saying. Flim, are you okay? Are you there?
Oh, apparently I accidentally muted. So, Mugany's questions then. Number 1. Who is your favorite pony?
Celis.
Yeah,
All right.
we did that one.
Yes, that is correct. And I'm assuming that qualifies for number 2. Who is your favorite non-pony character? She's technically not a pony.
Well, technically, yeah, but a non-pony character, Scorpia from She-Ra.
Well, all right then. What is your favorite TV show / movie?
Movie, I'll go with movie since I already said She-Ra earlier. The Hobbit movies, the first and the second one. The third one doesn't exist.
All
Or
right,
the
all
first
right.
half of the third one exists. The second half is boring.
Gotcha. And Jesus Christ, Mugany. Now I see what you guys mean. 4. What is your favorite submarine from World War II? I don't know why.
I was gonna say The Hunt for Red October, though I'm aware that that doesn't take place in the same time period, but I don't have any off the top of my head.
Understandable. I prefer the 7 series of the U-boats, but that or the Japanese I series, but that works all the same. Number 5. What's your favorite steam-powered locomotive? And I have no frame of reference for this.
Give me a second.
You're gonna get a favorite right now. I see.
I don't
You
have
should
an
just say
opinion,
Thomas
but
the
by
Tank Engine.
God, will I get one last minute? The Polar Express. I don't know.
Fuck it.
Does
The
that
Polar
count?
Express.
Does that
Polar
count?
Express
It
was coal
counts for
powered.
this.
It can count. It was coal powered.
Oh,
Hey,
close
you know
enough.
how humans work. We
It's
get
a
other
magic train.
we all we do is we get other fuel sources to boil water to turn a steam turbine. That's all it is. That's
It's a
all it is.
magic train. It can be whatever it wants to be.
Exactly. And 6, what is your favorite extinct bird species from South America?
Give me another second.
Does your mom have an opinion on this pencil?
I will hold off, but yes. There is an extinct South American bird species.
I'd like to think there's quite a few.
It was also in North America because things were weird back then.
A dodo.
No.
Dodo's not South American.
You'd have to look it up. It's called the Titanus.
Sounds like it was a pretty big bird then.
Yeah, she grew to about 6.5 feet tall.
Damn.
She was big burb. But she
Not
had
like
these like stubby ass little legs compared to other burbs, so
I'm getting a lot of delightful pictures, but Wikipedia says the turquoise-throated puff leg, which looks kind of like a little hummingbird.
oh,
It is a species of
sad.
hummingbird. It looks like it went extinct back in 1850.
Oh,
So
that's
I will choose that.
heartbreaking.
all
That
right.
is oh
The turquoise-throated hummingbird it is. 7. What's your favorite atmospheric pressure and level, and why is it 500 millibars?
Well, at least they gave me an answer for this one.
There you have it, Muggany.
Uh,
And go on.
Let me see. It says it is the mainstay of the upper air charts. Google is my friend for absurd questions. I'm a little bit baffled and a little bit concerned that these are coming up as questions.
Muggany is a national treasure.
Muggy's a special
Absolutely.
creature. A special creature.
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we get okay. Well,
All right. Shall we move on? Then,
Mhm.
let's see. Do you prefer your atmospheric column to be barotropic or baroclinic?
Today is a day of expanding my vocabulary.
yeah, we're learning things.
Baroclinic, I suppose.
Baroclinic. Number 9. Geostrophic or cyclostrophic flow?
This one I actually thought of Googling first, and I'm going with cyclostrophic
Why so?
because it says it's something about going around in a circle.
Circles are great. Circles are based.
I don't have an opinion on things.
I mean,
It's-
you have you have to. You're on the Barcast. Deal with it.
This is
And
gonna make or break whatever imaginary fan group I have.
there
Gonna
you
be
go.
like,
It all
"Oh,
rests
Which
on
consists
this.
of maybe 6 friends and my girlfriends, but you know.
They're like they don't understand steam locomotives.
And fan of most
Unfollow.
everything who still exists and is still a good egg.
Yeah.
There you go. And finally, the most the weirdest question of all: how your day?
It's certainly going.
I feel
Girlfriend got a CAT scan.
I hope everything comes back proper and good on that. I really do.
Well, I told her
Yeah.
to have fun in the loud tube, so
Yeah, she gets to hear the ka-chunk ka-chunk.
yeah, oodles of fun. Good
wanna
time.
hang-
And it's not me, so
Congrats.
I hope she's okay, but I nothing I can do there.
I want to hang out with cats.
Oh, honey, you do not want the ka-chunk ka-chunk machine in your ears. It would frighten you, like a small rabbit.
Oh. Oh. Also, Foamy is definitely good egg. Speaking of
Mhm.
good eggs, iStar is up next, who is also a
No,
good
no, no, they are not. Look at the time.
egg. Oh, it is time for the advertisement.
And I need to go punch bread, so you're gonna have to grab somebody else. Ha ha!
Oh no.
Have fun punching bread.
Does that
What are you
mean
making? What kind? What kind are you making?
she's making pizza dough?
That's not bread.
Oh, I'm making bread. It's white bread. Milk. I don't think we've ever done an ad together.
No, we haven't. This will be a unique experience, and I'm sure I will fuck it up entirely.
All right. Hey, Milk.
Hey, Priest.
Did you know that we send a bunch of your money?
No, I had no idea. Is that what all my credit card information was needed for?
No, but seriously, we accept.
Sign up today to send more of my money.
I can't fucking do this. Milk and Flam do the thing.
I think he's dead. Flam, please lead.
God, did you accomplish nothing? Okay, Fucking hi, hey Milk.
Hey, Flam.
Did you know that we could you can give us money on top of the money that you send over to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary?
No, I didn't. Please tell me more how we can send more of my money.
Well, you can donate via the bits by watching ads on Twitch, you know, the usual fashion, or you can go to our Patreon's still active, right? They haven't kicked us off of there yet, right?
Not
So
yet.
so you can go there and donate there. It all goes to horse charity, Red Wings Sanctuary to be precise, where we take your money and Milk's money and we use it together to give our horse Little Bit some hookers and blow.
We pay for the premium hookers and blow too.
Yeah, none of that, you know, like a non-tested shit that you get on the weird corners in Las Vegas. No, you get the real shit. It's proper brothel shit.
Proper cocainian.
Exactly. So, you can find all the links, Alex. If you're here, you can post those links on how to do so, and help a little bit get the best hoofies of his life. That's all I got.
What is wrong with us? I swear.
I'm actually done crying, like actually like cackle crying, because I've had conversations before about how uncomfortable I am. Like sometimes we haven't met our Patreon goals, and so like Milk's just paying out of pocket. But like also now, like over here, Cyberdrake. Like we're supposed to wait till the end of the cast. That's our whole thing. At the end of the cast, we'll announce the people who give the most bits and gift subs. But Cyberdrake's just been a boss and has donated like 52 gift subs to the channel and like 55,000 bits. And this is where I'm supposed to do that thing where it's like, oh hey, you know, we can read your name at the end if you can beat that. But it's like, Cyber, thank you. We appreciate that a lot. And you can. We'll read your name at the end if you donate more. But wow, it just means a lot how much you guys have been helping us recently. We do really care about you. Milk, I don't think you're gonna have to put a lot in out of pocket like this month.
My wallet will in fact not be empty by the end of this month.
All right. Oh man. Oh, I'm still like recovering. Okay. Is Silent back? I see Silent is muted. That's
I've
fine. We can.
always been here.
All right. Oh, we like you. You are good. You can stay.
I like how you corrected from love to like. Like you had to reevaluate that a little bit. Like, yeah,
Well,
you're okay. Yeah, you're okay.
I have been told at times that I come across too strong to people I've just met, and so
I
I
don't
don't want
care.
to like. Oh, well, hi.
Well, hello there.
iStar's up next.
Oh boy.
So number one, where do you get your ideas?
I'm usually either in the shower or doing something I'm supposed to be doing at the time, like homework or thinking about
Oh.
homework, and then I go. You know what would be really fucked up? You'd think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. That's literally
No, like
all
that's
of
how
my
I've gotten a
ideas
lot of my.
start.
That's how a lot of my ideas start too. So it's like it's legit.
Like one of my recent horror fics. Wouldn't it be fucked up if everybody had plants on their back like a fucking Bulbasaur and they were in space and their space station was rotating and then they just kind of had to walk like an eternal hamster wheel so that the plants on their back don't die so they don't die? Wouldn't that be fucked up?
That would be fucked up, and now I
It
want to
was,
read it.
and then I wrote it. I wrote I wrote the fic and I posted it, and the consensus was, "Hey, that's pretty fucked up." And I'm like, "Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
it?"
that's why I wrote it. Thank you for agreeing with me.
Yeah. And they're like, "So where does this go from here? What are the implications?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't know."
I just wanted to write something fucked up.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucked up, the next question is, what's your writing process like?
Essentially, just kind of panicking onto a piece of paper, blank out for a while, and then suddenly there's words there. I don't recall writing these words, but you know, they're sure there. And then I reread it and I go, "Huh, some of this is great. Most of this is trash. Let's post it."
Them sure are words. Nailed it. Straight to the box.
In all seriousness, half the time I outline, or I at least have, most of the time I at least have some sort of idea what I'm doing in my head. So
Start with some vague idea and see where it goes. Shut up, dog. Go lay down.
what a good doggo. Oh, please
He's
pet
a-
the doggo.
He's a very good dog. I have been petting him so he didn't shake, and then he just shook. So,
Tell the boy that he is the bestest boy.
Milo, you're the bestest boy. Now go lay down.
Yes.
All right. Is your name an oxymoron?
Yes, I've been told this multiple times. Or you can't be a silent whisper. Whispers aren't silent. That's in the word. And I'm like, yes, I know. I messed up my OC's name and I'm stuck with this forever.
That.
I might
All
as
right.
well own it, but you know.
It's your life now. This is 100% your life.
Indeed.
Up next, Dragstormer says, nice episode, implying that this is the first nice episode that we've ever had. Thank you, Dragstormer. It's nice to know that we've finally achieved niceness. And the next
Good
set of
metric.
questions... yes. The next set of questions are from Ravage. And since Rav isn't here to ask them, I can think of no better person to ask them than Milk. That's right. I'm going to make you actually do work, Milk. It's your podcast.
Watch me
You
sit
gotta
here and
do
not.
it.
No, you do it.
No, it's you.
No, you.
Damn it, that's 3 no yous. Okay. Number 1. What's a question that you wish people would ask you?
That's a cop-out. I didn't think of one beforehand. I saw these questions. I asked my girlfriend most of them. She refused to answer half of them. And, what do I wish people would ask me?
I have a question that I will totally ask that I think most
Okay.
writers like to be asked.
Okay.
What story of yours have you poured the most of your soul into?
The most recent ones that I've posted, Children of the Sun and Lover of the Moon, I really have been working on that for over 3.5 years now. And I'm very proud of them. And I know we've just begun with the story itself, but I really hope people like it. Because it's a story that's stuck with me for that long, so I think it's something worth telling.
It's
That
one
or
of
it's
those.
stupid as hell, so, you know, one of the two.
It can't be stupid. But I just know that feeling too well where you pour like so much of your life and like so much of your feeling and heart into a story and it doesn't get as much like attention as you would like. That's so much of a thing that plagues so many writers, and so I try to ask that question to try and like shine more like light on stories that people wish got more attention, you know?
Absolutely. And then you know, you put like almost no effort into something and then everybody loves it and you're like, where did this come from?
That's the life of my fanfic career. Tell me about it. Number 2. If you were the protagonist of a displaced fic, so off to a great start, what would it be about and who would you be unlucky enough to be?
Spent a long time thinking about this because I don't cosplay. But I've been recently playing the new Ace Attorney games, and they have a mystery solving twink named Herlock Sholmes.
Oh.
So I would absolutely be that idiot. And it would be a comedy.
I could see that. I could 100% see that.
And it would be, am I lucky enough to be, because it would be ridiculous and I would have a blast. And I wouldn't have any student loans, so you know.
Yeah. I mean that would significantly be a higher quality of life. Number 3. If you or your significant other could be any size at all, such as the size of a Lady Dami Mommy or a Renamom-esque kaiju, what would your dynamic look like?
I discussed this with my girlfriend. My girlfriend said she would be a small. And
small.
I decided I would be a big buff lady, like Scorpia.
Yeah.
And this was our dynamic that we decided upon.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we're the same height, but you know, like if we could be, I would be the tall, and she would be the small.
Now, regardless of size, who would be the big spoon?
It would be me, just like it is in real life.
Okay, that's fair. Sometimes the tall is the small spoon.
Yes, that's what we call jetpacking.
Yes. And it is good.
And it's adorable.
Yeah. Number 4. I am immediately regretting asking Rav's questions. Have you ever released a foot fetish porn video, and where can your fans find it?
Again, I'm not convinced I have fans, but no, I have never released a foot fetish porn video.
That's probably wise. Number 5. It just gets worse.
It does. It gets worse from here, too.
Do you write or read snuffles, i.e. gore clop for cute ponies?
Unfortunately, I've heard of it, but no, I don't read it. Or write it.
Good. This is the correct decision. Number 6. Oh, okay, it's gotten
Pay
better.
me enough, and no.
Yeah, I suppose everyone has a price. I'm a little bit of a whore. Don't anyone add on to that or correct that. Number 6.
Only a little.
Resisting
Got
weird.
it! Favorite MILF?
Come on now, you got so many options. You got the main 6's moms, the new ones that showed up in the G5.
Oh god, there are new ones. None of those were MILFs.
Not even mommy?
Yeah, I mean, you got Sprout's
Absolutely
mom.
not.
Or the queen.
I'm not into well, okay, the queen was pretty great. I'm not into the whole, evil fairy godmother from Shrek lady though.
That's fair.
Well, we'll go with the queen. Oh no, the Queen Novo from the other My Little Pony movie.
Ooh, yes.
She was cool.
Good
cool.
decision. Good decision. Number 7, favorite non-pony.
In the show or in general?
Yes.
In general, it would be my girlfriends. In the
Aw.
show, yeah. Listen, I love them so much. They make my life an adventure. In the show, well, I've already said Acellus, so I'll have to pick someone else. Non-pony. I feel like it's cheating if I just pick a changeling, but in that one changeling one with Pharynx in it, there was one that declared that sometimes they felt like a purple changeling and sometimes they felt like a blue changeling. And it felt like a metaphor for gender fluid. And I liked that one.
I think that was Kevin.
Wait, what?
Well,
does no one here remember Kevin the Changeling?
No, I remember Kevin the Changeling, but what makes that Kevin?
It could be Kevin.
Enigma wants it to be so he can reference old memes. That's literally it.
I like gender fluid changeling. Like I'm in for this, but I don't see why it's Kevin. Speaking of objects, I don't know. Segues are hard. Favorite object pony? Soda pony, pizza pony, snake pone, think pone.
Well, let's first of all, do you know of object ponies and things like that?
I've heard of a couple of those options. Out of the options listed there, I would say the soda pone, just because the comedic potential. But do robot pones count?
Not in this case. I don't think. I mean, they're cool and all because I was here.
Robots.
I mean, like it's just pony representations of objects. They're not even like necessarily ponies. Like the soda pony and pizza pony here. So, as an example, and behind the counter. Like there's ones that are planes, there's ones that are just like basically let's take an object and make it into a pony. Yep, clones.
I'll go with the soda one for now.
Yeah, I recommend looking into it sometime. It's quite a trip to see what it's there.
Moth pone. Is that an animal?
Moth pony. Have you seen moth ponies yet?
Yeah, I've seen moth ponies.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're straying into like not object ponies. They're just like different
Hey, they listed
species.
Sneck. They listed Sneck pone.
Who listed Sneck pone?
It's in the question.
Oh, snack pone is species of pone. Object pones are objects. Snakes are not objects. Be nice to snakes.
They also
nice to
call
snakes.
thing pone an
nice to
object. Like
Well,
how dare you?
Her name is literally Thing Pony, so like I don't know. She's weird.
Well,
She can be a
she's
thing if
an
she wants to.
alien.
She can be a thing if she wants to.
She can be a they if they want to.
Yeah.
Number 9. Since bats are the superior pony, how many anons must we suck dry?
All the Anons. I'm not really a fan of Anon as a character, so.
You wound me. We
Yep,
can't be
I know.
friends anymore.
Wait, no, wait. No. Wait, no,
This
not.
is fine.
Wait.
We'll stay friends.
Okay. Don't hate me.
I mean,
No,
I
you're
don't
fine.
hate you, but I'll fight you. IRL.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Really?
go. Drop my
Okay.
gloves. Let's go, man.
Like
Okay.
fun fight.
Nah, I understand why people don't like Anon. I just write it because I enjoy it, and other people enjoy it too. And I think it gets a bad rap because a lot of people don't understand it. They just roll their eyes and go, "Oh, pick a real name," and I go, "You do not understand it all, and that's fine. Pat, pat, pat. Go read your displaced, baby."
Oh, I don't read that either. But like, I don't hate people who like it. It's just not my thing.
Which is fair. Like it's the people who be like, Anon should be banned from the site because people are being lazy by not picking real names. I'm like, that's literally not why people don't use the name. So
I have 100% changed the name to Ananthony, and it was a whole thing. Number 10. Why is Spike the worst and everyone that likes him is wrong?
I feel like this is a trap. Like just got a hint that that's kind of maybe a trap.
Do you like Spike?
But I don't hate him. I don't like him a lot, but like he's not my favorite, but I don't hate him.
That's fair. No, that's fair. 100%. We don't judge you. We seriously don't.
No, but
we're not dwelling on it.
Ravage will.
Oh,
I don't think Rav. I don't think Rav.
I shall be judged for the rest of my life because of my answers here.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm the one who hates Spike in this group. I think more than Rav. Maybe Rav hates Spike like somewhat, but like not as much as I do.
I mean, we've turned it into a meme at this point.
E.
Number 11. You can start an interstellar war between any two factions from any universe or universes or franchises. Who would they be and why?
That's a hard question. Interstellar War. It has to be interstellar specifically.
I mean, interstellar just means like in the same like.
It literally means between. It means between the stars. Literally translated. Interstellar.
Yeah.
You should have let him finish that sentence. I want to see what incorrect answer he had.
The Federation from Star Trek,
yeah.
like the Enterprise and stuff, against the Vogons from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'd love to see how that goes.
I can't imagine the diplomacy would go well there.
Absolutely not. They'd suggest poetry, and Picard would go like, "Oh yeah, sure, that's a great idea."
You'd be like, "No, this is bad."
Laser battle. It'd be less laser battles and more legal battles.
It sounds poetic. Poetic in the way that pencil stories are poetic.
Yeah, poetry of gross, pretty much.
Yes. All right, number 12. This is his favorite one. If dick cheese could be blocked and slicked for sandwiches, how much vaginal marinara would we need to spread on our avocado toast to make a fuck trophy? A flushed consolation prize is acceptable too.
I'd like you to know that I got through reading about halfway through this one to my girlfriend before just going, "What the fuck," and not finishing the question.
That's about right.
I don't have an answer for you because I have no idea what most of these words mean in relation to each other.
My mind kind of like blanks as I get halfway through the sentence too, so I understand. But that said, If you handled that, you're ready for Violon questions.
Why are you putting cheese and marinara sauce on an avocado toast? Like, regardless of where it comes from, like, why are you putting that combination? That's not a great combination.
Okay, assuming that it is proper cheese and proper marinara and proper avocado and toast, like proper toast, I should specify that because that's a thing we have to do now. I actually would eat that. That actually sounds
Yeah,
good.
like you could eat it, but it's not avocado toast like you would think of it. It's something else. It's more like pizza toast with avocado on it.
I would totally eat pizza toast.
Well, yes, but then it's not specifically avocado toast,
That's fair.
right?
Avocado on
Maybe.
pizza is actually delicious.
I mean, I hate avocado, so whatevs. You guys have fun.
More for me.
Speaking of, up next we're going to Lily Kozland. Number 1. Is there a story that made you cry?
There are many stories that made me cry. Let me think. I'm going back to the romance horror fic from Mushroom Pone. It's the most recent one that made me cry. It was very well done, very pretty. Made me feel a great many emotions. It hit me in the honey nut felios, and I did not recover.
Honey Nut Felios, that's new for me. I like that.
I like that too.
Is that a you original, or did you get that from
I
somewhere?
have no idea. You know, you use a phrase enough, and then you forget did I come up with this? Did I read it somewhere and just kind of incorporate it into my brain?
The Honey Nut Felios is probably going to be added to the Barcast lexicon with your permission, because I fucking love it.
This
Go
is ours
ahead.
now.
Okay.
This is ours now. This is
I
our
will
turn.
cite you as a reference.
Oh, no, we will
Yay.
cite you as a reference, but thank you.
Oh yeah. It's gonna originally go to you, but just oh my
Oh,
god.
I don't mind.
Number 2. Does writing energize or exhaust you?
Both. It depends on how long I'm writing. I've written 8K in a night before, and I was like, yes, I've accomplished. I did the thing, and then 5 minutes later I'm asleep. But I don't know. It really depends on what I'm writing and how much. If I've put it off for a while, then actually starting to write it is always exhausting, but finishing something feels great.
I feel that. Number 3. If you could send a is it message or massage?
Did you forget how words
How,
work
how do
again?
you
It's
send?
it's
How do
message.
you,
It's
yeah.
message. It's message. I'm stupid. I'm
How
sorry.
do you send a massage?
I
Airmail.
mean,
Isn't that what shipping is for?
I'm stupid. Number 3. If you could send a message back in time to your younger self, what would you say? I'm so
Oh
dumb.
my god, you are a fucking lesbian. Get over yourself. You like girls. This feeling that you have that you think you should be feeling towards dudes, but you feel towards girls, there's not a mystery behind it. There is a reason you are gay.
And then your child self looks up and you says, "What's gay?"
It depends what age you're sending it to.
God,
I mean,
reminds me of that.
I knew what gay was in kindergarten. I lived in the Bay Area. What do you want, man?
God, I remember that parody joke commercials. Like, say you're walking with your best friend and your hands accidentally touch one another. Wow, that was weird. That doesn't make me gay. You are gay.
Just you happen to be, by the way.
Surprise. Number 4. What has given you inspiration for your stories in the past?
So many things. I can't even list. Sometimes it is a meme. Sometimes, like I said, I'm just laying there and I'm thinking of something. Like I was thinking of Bulbasaur's, and I go, you know what would be fucked up? You know what would be truly goddamn messed up? It would be if I tried this one thing, this other thing happened, and then nobody had a good time about it. And then I continue to write it and develop it, and by develop it, I mean I think of other ways things could be messed up, and it builds on itself until it's terrible, and then I post it. And for some reason, some people read it. Like I wrote a horror fic about Rainbow Dash being turned into a ferret.
This doesn't sound like horror. This sounds great. I love it.
It was absolutely horror, and I'm not the only one who made it horror. Someone else, because I used it as a possible prompt. I did a contest where, or like a little, not like one where you get a prize. Heaven forbid, I don't have any money. But with the quills and sofas, I did one where you took a prompt and then you wrote it in a different genre than it was presented as, and I put comedy as Twilight. Why is Rainbow Dash a ferret? And you had to write it in something that wasn't comedy. So both me and someone else, I don't remember who, both wrote ferret horror porn. Not porn, sorry. Ferret horror.
I would say, like, wait, it's porn? Does the ferret go in somewhere?
No, it does not, as far as I'm aware, no. But we both wrote ferret horror and Rainbow Dash ferret horror, and it was really stupid. But you know what? It sure was a thing that occurred. I'll write a phrase and it'll just sound nice in my mouth, and then I have to write an entire fic about it.
I have done this, so I understand.
Like, I gotta use that in something, huh?
100%. I don't like that we're talking about stretching our anuses for ferrets, so we're gonna move to the next
Well,
question.
if it helps, you can
What?
your anus can stretch
that-
large enough to fit almost two full raccoons if you really tried. Just so you
I
know.
mean, yes, but I don't think the raccoons would be very pleased about that.
I mean, have you
I
met a
mean-
raccoon? They might do it by force.
This isn't scratching my itch. We're moving on.
Raccoons are
Number-
terrifying creatures. I love them, but Jesus.
Number 5. If you were given the chance to visit Equestria, what would be the first thing you do when you get there?
I think I just randomly walk into a town, and start singing at the top of my lungs and see who joined in.
Aww.
That's fair.
Like, I just want to see if I can start a sing-along by spontaneously singing, and will everybody join me? Will I know the words? Will they know the words? Who knows? Like, have you seen Enchanted? Like, the Disney movie Enchanted?
Yes!
Where, like, she just starts singing, and, like, a bunch of people in New York start singing along. And what if it was at that moment, and who would be the person following next to me going, I don't know this, I've never heard the song before, what's going on? Also, that was just like it was a delightful movie, and nobody talks about it anymore.
In college, I 100% had a meme with my friends, like, regarding that movie, where we would, like, offer things to each other, and we were thinking it was a prank. So, like, we would have this, Apper? Icker? Like, it's the stupidest, dumbest thing, but we took the quote from the movie where the henchman, as, like, a squirrel, is trying to offer the poisoned apple. It's like, oh god. It's a good movie.
You know, that the animation wasn't really that bad. It still kind of holds up. I think.
It does. It's not a bad movie. I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Now then, number 6. If displaced into Equestria by portal shenanigans, which type of pony would you rather be?
Probably a changeling. But if I had to pick between the three races, Pegasus, hands down.
Pegasus are good.
They're they just I like the idea of flying. And they're floofy. I could be floofy.
The floof. The floof is real.
Just fluff up. Do you think Pegasus preen? Do you think they preen? Like, is that a thing they do?
I 100% think they do. Like, we see Rainbow Dash do it in one episode, so yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have, like, feather care products that they have to put in their feathers? Are there things they can't put in their feathers? Because I know there are
sure.
some things that will mess up the bird feathers.
I would have
Bird
to ask
feathers
Milk.
terribly. Do they
Milk
have
knows more about
issues
bird.
with, like, sprays and smells? Can you not do a Febreze around a Pegasus? Like, there's so many questions I have, and I have answers to none of them.
I 100% like have in my mental picture right now just like Rainbow Dash like fallen in like an oil spill and just like sad and covered in oil, and there's like the Sarah McLachlan,
Save the Pegasi
like,
campaign.
yeah. I will remember you.
Are you trying to sing In the Arms of the Angels?
Wouldn't
Was
she
that-
be used in a Dove commercial?
Hold on, was that the reference you were trying to make, Priest?
Yes.
I fucking knew it.
I'm bad at life.
they have preen glands?
I mean, they must.
Is
What
it
the
near
fuck
their
is
butt?
what is a
I bet
preen
it's in the
gland?
armpits. I
Or
bet
do
it's in
they
the
have like the
armpits.
little claws like some of the birds have with like the combs in them?
I don't
I-
think
So the
I- I-
oil birds use for preening comes from a gland on their body, usually near their butt or their tail. Do they have that?
I want to. I now have a new headcanon where like Pegasus have to preen their feathers using ass oil.
Would it look like a cat trying to like bathe
mean-
themselves? Like what would this be?
Ponies
I would
have
not-
anal. Ponies have anal glands, so this could get really gross really fast,
No.
you guys.
It's
Only the
already really
Pegasus.
gross really fast.
Pencil. It's
What?
time.
No, I haven't written anything in like 3 months, dude.
What better time than now?
I have writing to do for my job, so that's why.
That's fair. When you professional writer and can't shit post on fanfiction.
Kinda, yeah.
Imagine being a professional writer. Imagine having a profession.
I mean, it's not imagination for me. I do that for a living.
Speaking
Lucky.
of doing things for a
It
living,
sucks.
What?
It
What
sucks
kind
and
of
I love it.
segue is that?
It sucks
It's
and I love
time-
it. But anyway.
it's time for questions with Vylon.
Oh.
It's time for questions with Vylon.
Okay, Silent. How are you today?
If I say what the fuck here, are you going to be offended? But
Not at
also,
No.
unexpected. I haven't seen the show. I am. What? Who left? Why? Come back. I miss you.
Probably Enigma.
Rip. I'm doing well. I am currently watching the tea that I have yet to actually drink during this.
Oh no, you
Watching
let
it
it get
cool into
cold.
sad. It
You
is sad
committed to
lukewarm
sin.
tea now.
Oh
Rip.
The tea is ruined.
This
is
is
not
how
ruined,
much
just
I
reheat
care
it.
about you guys.
Aw, that's so nice.
I let my tea go cold. And if I try to microwave it to reheat it, I'm gonna forget it in the microwave. I just know it.
Same.
As you
That's a
do. It's
feel.
like with your laundry, right? Like
I'm good.
half a day later you go, oh shit, my laundry.
I'm pretty good about that because I always set an alarm, but you know, like the tea,
Same.
I'm a nightmare about the tea. I agree.
Or I keep leaving the house, and forgetting my toast in the toaster.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
My girlfriend will just send me a picture going, hey, you forgot something. And I'm like, oh crap, my toast.
Cold toast.
My toast is in the toaster. Well, it'll be like an English muffin or something, and after you toast them, they get hard, so you can't really eat them unless you want to use them as like building material,
Ooh,
or like
ooh.
bricks.
Oh no, no,
Wrap
you
them
wait,
in moist
I can help.
cloths.
I can help. You literally so you take you take slightly damp paper towel and
Yes.
just barely damp, and you put in microwave with English muffin, and you microwave 30 seconds, no more, and then you eat, and it's nice and soft again. It's
Why
magic.
did you become Russian?
Yeah, why did you become Russian for English muffins?
Well, I mean, I could make some weird, awful like references to wars and shit, but I don't really want
Winslow
to
likes
do
the
that.
mayonnaise.
I do not like the mayonnaise. Anyway, but that super secret method, I use it. It's great
All right.
because I've had that problem too. I've had that problem.
Speaking of a non-pencil, your questions are up next.
Oh, okay. Let me put on my question asking voice like I
Oh,
usually
God.
do. I'm out of mimosas. This makes it hard.
I like to
Here we go.
watch.
What would you whisper into a vagina?
Probably a confession that I don't know what to do with it.
What would it whisper back?
We are going into the vaginal dentata region really fast here. If it's able to articulate something back, probably something along the lines of "Feed me Seymour," which is not where I want to go with that, but it's the only thing I can think of, and I'm a little worried.
Straight face through my questions, and I didn't.
Feed me, Seymour.
just imagining the legs over the feed me. It's like, oh no, I don't like this. I do not. I do not
You're the
like
one who
Audrey
asked the
tube.
weird question. You're getting a weird
I
answer.
know. I know. I'm fine with weird answers usually, but I wasn't ready for the sound of Audrey 2 coming out of a vagina, okay?
Punishment for your crimes.
Oh man, no, like
It might sound like Seymour, but maybe it's not asking for that.
feed me semen. God. Thank you
I
for
was waiting for
this.
somebody to say it.
I will value this in my memory bags for all of eternity.
I apologize in advance, and I'm not paying for your therapy bills.
This
Oh,
is a
bruh,
great
like
cast.
we good, fam.
This is the best cast.
I have
You
my
guys are
support group. I'll
wonderful.
tell them you said this.
Oh God.
Well,
Last, but
we have one more question, and I think it's an important one.
it's true. Last, but certainly not least, Alex underscore is bringing up the end and asks, "Do you like bugs?"
Depends on the bug. Changelings, yes. Scorpions in the house, no. Ants,
That's
no.
right. You're in Phoenix. Oh God.
I am. I'm made of suffering. Find scorpions in the house every year. You
I'm
know how
so
fun that is? They
sorry.
blend in with
Yeah.
the carpet.
I know, and they're sometimes they're see-through and they glow in black light, and I hate them.
Freaky.
I've got one
And they're
worse.
fast. They're fast.
I've got one
motherfuckers.
worse.
What up?
What's worse?
Oh God, we had centipedes. We had fucking
Uh,
centipedes. Ugh.
I would take centipedes.
I would so much prefer a scorpion over a centipede.
I would take it. I would take a centipede any day of the week over a scorpion. Well, that's our questions.
That's it.
So
Nope,
we
we're
end.
done.
Yep, we're done.
Bye.
No,
Oh,
Priest,
okay.
Priest, do your
Bye.
fucking job.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of the Barcast. Silent, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join us.
Mm-hmm.
Hold
I
on.
like being here. So you got some questions apparently.
Yeah. I got a question from Cyberdrake, and it's very important because Cyberdrake is our top donator of the day, with 5,550 bits. So donating the good money to the horses. So what was the question, Cyberdrake? And it seems that Empty Plot Filler has posted a question as well. So check the thread, and I'll get it from Cyberdrake.
All right. Then, from the thread, I ask, making dramatic pauses.
You closed the thread already.
Empty Plot Filler asks, if you could advertise your stories like a 30-second commercial, which one would you first pick, and what would it be the tagline?
First one I would pick is probably one of my more popular ones. Tell my wife I said hello. And the tagline is being kidnapped is the least of Twilight's concerns. And I just go with that. And because it is certainly a thing. I don't know what genre it fits in, but it's a thing that I wrote.
Aw. And then the question from Cyberdrake is, would you hug Blissey? Which is the picture posted in the behind the counter chat.
Yes, absolutely. I would definitely hug the cute little changeling bug. 10 out of
Yay.
10. Would give hug. Lots of love.
She's
Changelings are amazing.
He looks
They
very
are.
cute.
All right, then that is everything. Silent, as this is the only time you're going to be on the Barcast, if people listen to this through our digestible means and go, dang, Silent is big and famous now and the greatest writer that's ever lived.
That's not gonna happen.
I wish I could ask them a question. How could they reach out and ask you a question privately?
Yeah, I'm on Discord in the Quills and Sofas stuff, but you can always send me a message on Fiction, I definitely read my comments on Stories user page and the PMs. I'm Silent Whisper on Fiction. I will never escape that name, so you can be sure that I won't be changing it anytime soon. But I'm always happy to answer questions, and I really appreciate you guys having me. This was a lot of fun.
Course. What do you got in the pipeline? What are you working on right now that we can look forward to in a short amount of time or medium amount of time or however long it takes you?
Aside from the 2 stories that I'm working on, I'm working on a story about Strawberry Sunrise and Strawberry Sunrise and Strawberry Sunrise, except, you know, what if Strawberry Sunrise never existed and was actually 3 changelings playing one character? So you can look forward to that coming up.
Fantastic. And do you have any final parting words you wish to tell all our viewers and all your fans out there? What would you like to say to them?
Oh my god, holy fuck, I have fans? No. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm really happy that you guys are all here. You mean the world to me.
You're so nice. How did we get you on here?
I don't know. I asked you guys how the fuck did you find me? And I never got an answer. You're just like, oh well, somebody requested me. I'm like, wait, go back. Somebody knows my name? Which I'm very happy for, but also very baffled. But I appreciate it.
Well, hey, we appreciate you coming on.
100% true. And so, without further ado, please go follow Silent Whisper on FimFiction. And without further ado, thank you everyone for listening to the Barcast. Your top.
And I was gonna say, and oh, now I've forgotten. Fuck, I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Our top donators for the stream were CyberDrake777, who donated 5,550 bits and gifted 55 gift subs. So thank you so much for that.
A quick shout out also to Alex _ and Empty Plot Filler, who both donated 200 bits.
Thank you everyone for listening. Your bartenders for this evening were Non-Pencil. Of course, there was Bats Go
I think that is his
Thanks,
response.
Rav. Thanks, Rav. Flam.
Use.
Milk.
E.
Our amazing guest, Silent Whisper.
I go E now too because E.
And I'm E.
I think that's all he's doing, Milk. You can just shut it off now. You can do it. It's okay.